moved to Mumbai after my wife Neha left me. The divorce hit hard. My law firm transferred me here last month. I needed a fresh start. The real estate agent showed me apartment 702 in a building called Whispering Heights. The rent seemed too cheap for such a nice area. "Why is no one living here?" I asked. She just smiled. "Lucky you found it." On my first night, the walls made strange sounds. Couldn't sleep well. I kept dreaming about long hallways that never ended. When I woke up, my bed sheets were wet with sweat. They smelled like old cement. I met Rajan, the doorman, the next day. He was an older man with a strange smile. "Did you sleep okay?" he asked, though I hadn't mentioned anything about my night. "Not really," I said. "The building takes time to get used to new people," he said. "Give it time." I tried to meet my neighbors that week. I knocked on doors, but no one answered. Sometimes I heard footsteps inside that stopped when I knocked. I worked long days at the office to avoid coming home. My apartment felt empty and cold. The silence was too much after 5 years of marriage. After living there for 4 weeks, I noticed something odd in the elevator. Between the buttons for floors 7 and 8 was another button. It said 7.5 in faded numbers. One night, after too many drinks, I pressed it. The elevator stopped at a floor that looked exactly like mine. Same hallway, same carpet, but it was completely quiet. No sounds from the busy Mumbai streets below. No air conditioners humming. Nothing. At the end of this hallway was a door marked 702 I tried my key out of curiosity. It worked. I don't remember going back to my actual apartment that night. I just woke up in my own bed the next morning with dirt on my feet. That same day, my neighbors in apartment 703 disappeared. Their name was removed from their door. Soon it became a pattern. I would go to sleep in my own bed but wake up sitting in that empty room on floor 7.5. The room had just a chair facing a window that showed a brick wall. Each time this happened, I remembered less about how I got back to my real apartment. Buildings remember things people forget. Rajan told me one morning when I came in looking tired, and they forget what people remember. Last week, I found building plans in my work bag. They showed designs for Whispering Heights with my signature on them. The date was 3 years ago, before I ever came to Mumbai. The plans showed impossible things. Hallways that looped back on themselves. Rooms that couldn't exist in normal space. Yesterday, my ex-wife called. "Who is this?" she asked when I answered. This morning, my last neighbor walked past me like I wasn't even there. When I checked my apartment door, the nameplate now says vacant instead of my name. Tonight, I'm gonna room 702 on purpose. When I walked through the lobby, Rajan nodded at me. "The architect always comes back to check his work," he whispered. "I think I understand now. This building isn't haunted. It's hungry, and somehow I created it. As I write this, I can't see myself clearly in the mirror anymore. Soon I'll just be footsteps in an empty apartment, a cold spot in the elevator, a shadow passing by windows, and finally, just another silent room where the next person will wake up, alone and confused."